The Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine marked its return for the 5th season of the series, beginning at the Misano Adriatic at the Misano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli for the very first time on a very busy Acci racing weekend. With 2025 marking not just a series return, but also celebrating the championship's Hall of Fame alumni obtaining Formula One World Championship drives. With former R-Race GP drivers 2021's Isaac Hadjar building from the Red Bull Junior system to moving into Racing Bulls. Gabriel Bortoletto, after a competitive season in 2022, winning both FIA Formula 3 and FIA Formula 2 titles back-to-back before sealing his place at Kick Sauber. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli, after taking the crown in 2023 with Prema, then jumping into FIA Formula 2 in 2024 with this season debut in Formula 1 with Mercedes. Now we look ahead to crown new stars, with 26 drivers set to open up the season over the weekend with 10 teams, including 2 new team additions, CL Motorsport and Axel GP.
Yeah, obviously it's the first weekend for CL Motorsport in the FRECA Championship. I really appreciate the opportunity for us, to be part of this championship family. And I think the target for us this year is just to progress, step by step, make the team more reputational amongst the single-seaters.
It is exciting, and it is a brand new challenge for ourselves, and we don't really have a huge expectation, but we're very happy to be here. It's been a big project in a very short period of time, so to be here with 2 cars on our debut, we're very happy, and to have 2 new drivers at the same time, and we're just to build really on that momentum as we go through the championship. So it's just keep fingers crossed and just keep pushing.
With collective tests completed, next up came the first qualifying sessions of the season. With Group A getting off to an early start on Saturday morning, and despite temperatures being cooler than the collective tests, the on-track action was heating up immensely, with Group A witnessing the return of home nation hero, 17-year-old Italian Matteo De Palo. Moving from Santaloc Racing to Trident ahead of the new season, he held back a relentless Evan Giltaire from ART Grand Prix, posting the fastest time in his group of a 1:28.794 and his best qualifying result of his Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine career. The session was briefly interrupted after the red flag was brought out after Axel GP driver Aditya Kulkarni spun into the gravel. Despite this, the action quickly got back underway, with drivers continuing to improve until the checkered flag, with Matteo De Palo still laying down Group A's fastest lap time. Unfortunately, it wouldn't grasp in pole position, with Prema Racing's Freddie Slater marking his debut in the series, straight after winning the Italian F4 Championship to then debuting in Bahrain for the FIA Formula 3 Championship, making a statement in the process with a sensational second-place finish in the sprint race. He took to the Misano circuit straight away, eventually posting the first pole position time of the season of a 1:28.373. Altogether, it was a Grand Prema display, with Rashid Al-Dahiri starting 3rd on the grid, alongside Evan Giltaire. Elsewhere, confident performances came from Van Amersfoort Racing's Pedro Clero, who fought for top spot throughout the session. Carrying on from a very consistent and high-end testing performance, he ultimately ended in 3rd place, ahead of ART Grand Prix's Kanato Lay, fresh after his move from G4 Racing from last season. There was also a solid showing from now Santaloc driver Nikita Bedrin, lining up on the 5th row, finishing 5th in his group.
Yeah, really good start, but it's round 1, so we've got to keep pushing. Obviously, we've got another qualifying tomorrow that I'm not used to, so we've got to try and improve even more to see if we can open up that gap. And as you know, people are going to close as well, so just got to keep my head down and see how we can improve.
The lights to go red, and all 5 go out. It's pedal to the metal for the 5th season in the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine, and Freddie Slater not necessarily getting off to the best of starts. He's being met certainly side by side here with Matteo De Palo, who's got his inside line, and Slater's round. Oh my goodness, and the car's being collected. Looks like some rear suspension damage. That's car number 11. That belongs to Jin Nakamura, who's been collected, and that's left Matteo De Palo out in front. So the man who started on pole position, leading into this first race of a brand new championship, Freddie Slater, around, coming through the first sector as now we watch the cars filter through in towards sector 2. It's Matteo De Palo out in front. Evan Giltaire coming in to join the party. He's in second. And now the one Prema driver inside the top 3. Rashid Al-Dahiri has got to do the work all by himself. Of course, Jack Beaton, though, gaining a couple of places. He's up to 7th as well. as we now watch them come through the middle. Once again, Aldahiri coming toe-to-toe this time with Pedro Clero, who has been absolutely sensational in pre-season testing, managing to pick up second place after second place, looking for that victory. We have got a safety car now coming out onto the track. The safety car is confirmed out. Brings an end to the safety car. He now becoming essentially the safety car around the final corner. He will go. And now moving up towards the start-finish line. Green flags now being waved, and they'll put pedal to the metal for the second time in this race now. And it will be Matteo De Palo who takes them down through towards turn one. A very orderly restart as you'd expect. We then have Evan Giltaire in behind, who has a great chance after not necessarily hitting the heights in qualifying, getting undone by Matteo De Palo. Of course, Giltaire, who won his opening race last season back at Hockenheim Ring, is looking to do the same again, coming in off the back of winning the Formula Regional Middle Eastern Championship in the winter of this year. As we watch the drivers make their way around. Matteo De Palo 1.1 up, as we now see a little move as well from the Trident further back. And I think that might be Ruiki Liu, who is looking to get on the move this time around. And indeed, car number 7, no, that's Nandavid Birenbakti up the inside, now going wheel to wheel with Enzo Delaney in the R-Race GP car. But there's his teammate further back. Ruiki Liu is in the mix of a fight, but Birenbakti with the Tiger Liner switch back once more, this time from Enzo Delaney now, as he looks to swap sides, opt for a better line coming out of the right-hander, and now beckoning around the left. Great effort there from Enzo Delaney. It has somewhat disconnected him, though, from the group of cars further up. But a vital moment to certainly retain the place in P12. Enzo, then further back with Ruiki Liu, who is also looking to make places, but Delaney managing to take that P11 back from coming out of the bend at turn 8. As we now see some more action further back. Now this is Jack Beaton. What a lovely switch there from Beaton. You can't beat that, that's for sure. Late on the brakes he goes against Kanato Lay, and now moves up into 6th place. Coming into this has fought his way into P6, as now we see yet more wheel-to-wheel action. The number 10 Santalok car belonging to Nikita Bedri now coming under pressure. Hayu Yamakoshi also watching and waiting in behind. Kanato Lay is once again going wheel-to-wheel with yet another car. Seemingly has lost time after his loss to Jack Beaton, and now this time he loses out to Nikita Bedrin. But De Palo has pulled off a wonderful stint thus far, and the 31 of Ashke Bora now looking to plunge for his chance and dashes past Kanato Lay, who now has the return on the outside, but obviously will forfeit that Tiger Line, which Bora is going to look to capitalise on, and indeed try and hold position. Kanato Lay now looking to the inside again, but seemingly can't hold them back anymore. And Akshay Bora now up into 9th place. And obviously we've seen what RPM can do with young drivers as well. Like we mentioned, the likes of Santiago Ramos in the past is now a late move here up the inside straight away. Here from Enzo Peugeot, and what a blissful overtake. Managed to pull it off as well with next to no contact whatsoever. That is Peugeot now up into 14th. And I don't think Ruiki Liu saw that coming. Let's see that again very late in the day as they filtered around the final corners here at Misano. That move underdone coming out of turn 15, and what a move it was as well, as now we see yet more tie-ups here this time around with the 35 making contact, and that's a spin of Kasper Stuka. Kasper Stuka is round at the same place that we lost the likes of Freddie Slater. For now, it looks like De Palo has this one sewn up, but the question is, can Giltaire consolidate P2 around the outside now? Comes Aldahiri now, and certainly being pushed out wide this time as he goes late on the brakes here, Giltaire, in an effort to try and hold on to that P2. They're now going to stream down in towards the last 2 corners now, once again going wheel to wheel. Another lock-up this time from Giltaire. As Aldahiri now goes hunting over that second place spot. They've got another straight to take. Push to pass will be useful, as now Aldahiri goes hunting in the Prema. Also Pedro Clero hovering all over the rear. Is it going to come now? Is it going to come late in the day as they now go nose to tail once more? Evan Giltaire, the young Frenchman, keeping Aldahiri at least behind for now as he whips the rear of the car on the outset now, coming out of the final few corners here on this very lap. An astonishing moment. Aldahiri did ask major questions as they now come around the final corner, getting the new season off to a perfect start. It's Matteo De Palo, a home victory for him and Maurizio Salvatore's Trident team. They win here in race 1 at Misano, with Evan Giltaire holding on to P2. Rashid Al-Dahiri in 3rd place, bringing something home for Prema after losing Freddie Slater right at the start of the race. And Pedro Clero home in 4th.
Yeah, it's really good feeling, to be honest, doing it in Italy, in Misano. I'm super happy because, yeah, I think at the end we maximized everything. The start was really good. I managed to be side by side with Freddie. Then, yeah, T1 was a bit of a mess because like everyone was going out, coming back on the track. But then, yeah, after that was just, to manage tires and all the things. So I think we had a lot of pace. And I'm super happy of all the work we did in the off season. Like this is a confirm for us that show us also that what we did was really good. So yeah, I'm super happy. I want to thank Trident for the mega car, for their support also. Miami Management Pro Racing, Marco Ciocci and Giancarlo Fisichella, and then to my trainers and my family for the support, and my sponsor Mixauto.
Yeah, third time in my career in a Formula Regional that we make a podium at the beginning of the championship, so really happy about this. We have to continue to look forward to tomorrow, improve the qualifying because we did only 4th this morning. But yeah, it was a good race with good recovery. Honestly, P2 was a nice result today, and we have to keep pushing for tomorrow.
Yeah, it was actually quite an exciting race. Of course, the first race here in Italy is the home of the team. And I'm happy to do a podium. Of course, we had a good weekend so far, and we're going to keep trying to pushing forward, seeing where we can improve. And then at the end, tomorrow is a completely new day, so a new quali and a new race, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, obviously happy to get the rookie win, but yeah, it's been a tough day. A couple of mistakes on my behalf, so learn from that. And tomorrow is a completely new day, new qualifying in race 2. So yeah, hopefully we can make a good step there, and I think we have a lot of pace and a lot of possibility, and the pre-season tests were really good, so we just need to show it on track.
The action resumed very early into Sunday morning with qualifying 2 underway at Misano. Evan Giltaire would storm to his maiden pole in the championship, registering a 1:28.206 to post the fastest overall lap of the weekend and snatching pole from the grasp of Freddie Slater, who had already topped the timesheets in Group B. Slater, the reigning Italian F4 champion, was aiming for redemption after an early incident in race 1 heading around turn 2, which would see him retire from the first race of the weekend despite starting from pole position. Enzo Dellini would enter just behind the Prema driver on the second row of the grid after a last-minute push. Once again, Prema's Rashid Al-Dahiri would remain consistently up with the frontrunners and ultimately claimed 3rd place. Completing the Group B top 5 were our race GPs Jin Nakamura and Trident Standard Biram Bhakti, the latter impressing with a strong final lap, clocking in less than 4/10 off the leaders. Just behind him was Prema's Jack Beaton in 6th place. In Group A, Evan Giltaire was forced to fend off a strong Matteo De Palo challenge. The Trident driver and Race 1 winner led through a majority of the session before forfeiting the pole position place after a stunning lap by Giltaire. De Palo would still retain the second row of the grid. Pedro Clero, the fastest Van Amersfoort Racing driver, secured the 3rd fastest time in his group, followed by Race 1 rookie winner and teammate Dion Gouda, 4th in front of RSGP's Akshay Bora, who rounded out the top 5.
Well, after the difficult day we had yesterday, we worked a lot with the team. Really happy about the performance for sure. Absolute track record if I mind as well. But yeah, really happy about the performance. The engineer and all the mechanic, all the team has done an amazing job to improve the car during the night, and that's what we did. Now we have to focus, and the day is not finished. We have to win this one and to take a lot of points in the championship.
Slater on the left as you're looking at it. On the right-hand side, the ART belonging to Evan Giltaire, as all 5 lights get lit, and it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 and it's a great start for Evan Giltaire. Cuts away in front of the Prema belonging to Freddie Slater. In behind we got the Trident and also the RSGP coming toe-to-toe as they sprint down through towards turn 2. It is still Giltaire looking to power his way onwards and indeed upwards. We just saw Jack Beaton just curtailing a couple of cars going off wide coming out of turn 2 through towards turn 3, but it's the young Frenchman, the Formula Regional Middle Eastern champion, who leads the way with with Slater in second place as well. Matteo De Palo getting a confident start with Enzo Dellini locked in behind him as well. He's been unfortunately usurped over that third place with Pedro Clero and Aldahiri down in sixth as well. Dion Gouda, Nikita Bedrin down in eighth as they now all filter through, heading around the next left-hander before then venturing in towards turns 9 and 10 out of Quercia corner, now in towards Tramonto. It is still Giltaire who leads the way. Slater now nursing a half a second gap in between himself and his rival off the front row. And further back also we have Biren Bakhti, but just look at this, some side-by-side action as we now watch them fly down through towards the next right. Just look at it now, Akshay Bora looking feisty as well. And we're also seeing one of the Pramers tying up. That's Jack Beaton, who is obviously looking to try and raise the stakes as Biren Bakhti holds firm and retains the place ahead of Akshay Bora, who's been fighting tooth and nail alongside him now as once again they run wheel to wheel. That's ART meeting Pramer, Taito Kato and Jack Beaton wheel to wheel. The two RPMs are also side by side. We saw a little bit of that between Enzo Peugeot and Enzo Yet. A double Enzo, or at least an Enzo double act. But a very positive start here from Giltaire, who is adding another tenth in his gap between himself and Freddie Slater, as now we have wheel to wheel once again. Akshay Bora, who has been left frustrated by Nandavad Biren Bakhti. We've also got Aldahiri all over the back of Pedro Clero again. So a couple of fights starting to unfold as they now fly, heading out of turn 13, heading down towards Carrow Corner at 14th. Will Rashid Aldahiri now plumb for the move this time. He tried countless occasions to do this with Evan Giltaire yesterday. Still denied here by Pedro Clero. And Akshay Bora has overtaken Nandavad Biren Bakhti. He's moved up into 9th place. Fantastic move for Bora. Starting 4th on the grid, and that's Giovanni Maschio. And that looks like some extensive damage on the RPM car, but thumbs up from Maschio. Just letting the marshals know that he's okay. And a red flag has been called out onto the track, so all the cars must return. Very soon we will get back underway. Here's the moment again. This is coming down the long straight, so it'll be interesting to see how that occurred. So it was on the exit, and that's a big impact into the barrier, concrete barrier on the left-hand side. Almost requisite of what we saw from a little while ago at Mugello. Of course, we saw... Oh, yes. I mean, that's... We have got confirmation, folks, that the safety car is coming in this lap now this time. So it's all on Evan Giltaire as he picks up the pace coming around the final corners. As now he beckons his way around turn 16 around Misano. Green flags now being waved by the marshals. And now once more we'll put pedal to the metal. This time for the second time in this race now. And Giltaire flies in towards turn 1. Freddie Slater getting a decent restart, but so did Matteo De Palo, who has taken full advantage now with the safety car to allow himself to catch back up with the rest of the runners right up at the front. And further back, we've got some close action between Nikita Bedrin and Gouda as well. And down the inside comes Rashid Aldahiri, trying to catch Pedro Clero late in the day. Now, did he manage to make the move stick? He certainly did. And Nikita Bedrin up into 7th as well. So immediately some changes after the safety car has come back into the pit lane. And indeed, it looks like Rashid Aldahiri consolidating that place. And now around the outside comes as well Akshay Bora, looking to take on Dion Gouda, as now we have once again more wheel-to-wheel action. Several cars now looking to plump for moves. Now is Enzo Dellini looking for 3rd place against Matteo De Palo as they now fly through the middle sector, now coming out of turns 9 and 10 at Tramonto. And quite the change now happening inside the top 10 as we now see yet more of them going wheel to wheel. And this time, it looks like Akshay Bora is going to have Dion Gouda's number, despite Gouda looking to try and reply. Unable to do so, and Bora's holding on. And here comes Rashid Aldahiri once again, trying to tackle Enzo Dellini, who's looking to try and retain that 4th place. Remember, Dellini was trying his luck on Matteo De Palo earlier on, and that opened the door for Aldahiri. But now, in return, back comes Pedro Clero for Van Amersfoort Racing. And he does move back up again into the place that he originally lost against Aldahiri. And now Nikita Bedrin wants a piece of the pie. Around turn 1 they go. The young Santalog driver plows on through and moves now further up inside that top 10. 6th place in the palm of his hands. Remarkable efforts there, taking full advantage, and fortunate there, unfortunately, for Rashid Aldahiri. More wheel-to-wheels as well further back with Jin Nakamura looking to find his way through. And it looks like he might have just managed to do so as well. He is not the only one, of course. Yamakoshi also up into 12th place, as now we see yet more moves coming down the inside once again. And Rashid Al-Dahiri, this time at the mercy of Akshay Bora. Wheel to wheel, they're going to go now. R-Ace versus Prema. How many times have we seen this over the years in this championship? And a switch back, and the tail is stuck out. Oh my goodness, the 55 of Dion Gouda has collected Rashid Al-Dahiri, and also Akshay Bora, who is now in the gravel trap. Thankfully, he gets it back away again, but just look at that front left on Dion Gouda's car. The front left tyre separated from, well, not necessarily separated, it is still attached. But the safety car is now back out onto the circuit. For the third time in this race now, green flag's being waved by the marshals, and Giltaire gladly obliges. Through turn one, they will go. No opportunity for Slater to get the move, or at least get close to making one for first place just yet. Giltaire keen to carry them onwards, as now we see them all tie up further back as well. Matteo De Palo in a bid to try and take a podium away overall, as now he looks to the outside once again. The R-Ace GP driver hunting down after the Trident. Matteo De Palo committing to the inside as they come out of turn 10 at Tremonto, and now darts immediately to the inside before then weaving to the outside. Just keenly trying to break the toe. Delaney having none of it and chasing him around this next soiree of corners. And now further back, Jack Beaton also coming side by side here with Nandavad Biran Bhakti. And Beaton, who is now looking to surge up into P7, consolidates that place as well. Fabulous effort from him as Nikita Bedrim starts to draw swords as well with other cars in amongst him. That includes Pedro Clero, Jack Beaton as well. Well, I'm sure be looking to join that group for a potential victory, his first of the season. But Giltaire also looking for his as well. Matteo De Palo certainly won't be taking another one, and that's a very, very aggressive look from Freddie Slater, but unsuccessful this time around, and exiting out of turn 15. They'll shortly come around turn 16 at Misano to end the weekend in grand style from lights to flag. Once more in the opening weekend, Giltaire's a race winner. The Frenchman takes it. The Middle Eastern champion brings home the spoils for ART with Freddie Slater this time. He said all he wanted to do was make it past turn 2 this time, and didn't he just? Second place.
Well, first of all, we had a good pace this morning, coming back really well from yesterday. Honestly, the pace was amazing, and I can't thank the team enough for this work that they did this evening. And then for the race, taking a good start, then managing the tires for the whole race. Some safety car doesn't really help me for the races, but I always made sure to get a good advantage at the restart, and yeah, we managed to secure the win, so I'm really happy.
No, I think it was a really positive performance. I think we've had the pace all weekend. Obviously, race one didn't last very long, but that's how motorsport goes sometimes. And then another P1 in group this morning, and then P2 start. Had a good start, and then obviously slotted into second, and then tried to stay behind. But yeah, obviously too many safety cars to make a real difference with the tyre wear and the tyre degradation. So obviously, hopefully everybody is okay from the safety cars, and that's the main thing. But yeah, I think a few safety cars hindered our pace today.
Yeah, at the end was a really good weekend. Closing it with a win yesterday, pole position, second place, and third position in today's race. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. So yeah, for Spa, I think we can be really confident after seeing all these good results here in Misano. So even the testing during the pre-season testing was not bad in Spa. So yeah, I think we can build a lot of confidence to do well also there.
Yeah, for me it was not a bad race. Was a bit struggling with the safety car restart, but yeah, I was pretty happy to win the rookie with some luck sometime. But yeah, it was like that. We know Misano was difficult because it was my first time on FRECA, and yeah, but I'm pretty happy. Yeah.
After a vibrant start to the 5th Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine campaign, Evan Giltaire takes the early championship lead with 43 points after back-to-back podium performances. Our next stop on the calendar takes us from the Adriatic to the hills and forests of Stavolo at the worldwide renowned Spa-Francorchamps circuit on the 16th to the 18th of May. With its immense popularity among motorsport fans across the globe and its prominence as a signature circuit on the Formula One calendar, it will be a fascinating early stop en road to crowning a brand new champion.